the last preseason game kind of the last chance to really show something on the field. Tell me what your approach is right now in terms of the urgency and how you're looking at things with some jobs on the line here with Cuts next week.
Yeah, just same mindset as always, just locked in, ready to go. Doesn't matter if it's right now because it's the last game or just any day, really. Any opportunity we get to come out here and work, just take full advantage of it and try to be the best player I could be.
You made one of the biggest catches in this franchise's history, and here a couple years later, you're fighting for a job. Have you just resigned yourself to that's the nature of the NFL?
Yeah, it's never going to be easy. Nothing's ever going to be handed to you. It's kind of like my journey my whole life with football. Ever since I was a little kid, it's never been easy. So I just got to fight for everything, and that's just what I'll continue to do the rest of my career. So just a blessing to be out here and just try to take advantage of every opportunity I get.
God, this is one of the first weeks where it's straight up just like practice, then you go into the game. It's more of like a regular season routine compared to all the joint practices, moving around, shuffling, things like that. Do you prefer the fact that you guys are like now in a little bit of more of a routine, or the other way around where it's like, hey, you never know what to expect?
Yeah, I like both for different reasons. I mean, it's fun in training camp and going against other teams because it's really competitive, and it's best versus best, ones versus one. So it gets going, and you get to really work on your game. And now you're kind of going against a scout team, so the defense is going off cards, and it's a little easier for the offensive side of the ball and for the defense, respectively, when we're running the scout team. So it's different, but it's this late in camp, like everyone's body is hurting and, legs are hurting. So it's kind of nice that it's not maybe quite as hard on us because we're going against a scout team. We can really hone in on all the little details for the game.
You got that extra muscle in the offseason. How has that helped you so far through camp? And have you noticed any big differences in the way you've been playing?
Yeah, I put on like 10, 15 pounds, but maybe a little bit. Just helped me getting off of press, blocking, stuff like that. And really probably just staying healthy out there, being able to take hits over the middle, stuff like that. We don't really tackle too much in practice, but in the games, that's where it'll really pay off, going in there and digging guys out in the run game or taking hits over the middle.
Speaking of practice, you guys have been indoors the last 2 games, indoor and Indy. How much is working on that turf help guys just with a little bit of extra step like yourself?
Yeah, it helps. Not too much slipping going on in the turf. I've always liked turf. Growing up, I like a fast service because I'm one of the fastest guys out there. So it's fun. Also in the AC is a little nicer than out in this 100-degree heat every day.
How was Tom throwing the ball after an 11-day layoff?
He's looking good as always. He's fresh, and he looks good. Happy to have him back.
We saw you in Indianapolis last year cover some kicks and do some things on special teams. Are you continuing to try to do more outside of the ball?
Yeah, for sure. I do whatever I'm asked to do. I played a little gunner last game, a little bit last year down the stretch. I'm sure I'll play a little bit this weekend in this last game. And like everything I do, if I'm playing gunner, I'm trying to run down there and make the play, you know what I mean? So, and trying to have fun with everything I do. So.
You've got a lot of work in with Trask. What is the biggest thing you've seen that jump from year 1 to year 2 from him?
I think that's just confidence, really. We all know the type of player Kyle is, and he can play. He's a baller. And now that he really knows the system, understands the system, getting a lot more reps this year, and had the whole offseason. I think from year 1 to year 2, guys take the biggest jump because everything just slows down, and you can really just be your best self out there. So it's been fun playing with him in the games. We all have a lot of confidence in him, and he's coming along, and he's going to be a great player.
Out of the younger guys, undrafted guys on the roster, who kind of has impressed you the most when they can make an impact and be a player in this league?
A lot of guys. I mean, I'll speak for our receiver room with DT, KG, and Stearns. Those are the 3 rookies I think we got right now, and they're all ballers. I mean, I think DT and Stearns led the country in receiving yards last year. I think they were 1 and 2, and somehow they go undrafted because their size or whatever. But they both can play at a very high level, so I'm sure they're going to be good players in this league whenever they get the chance.
Anything else?
Yep. All right,